Yo, 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 what up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Wait, wrong thing.
Welcome back to Quincy R's YouTube channel. Today we will be doing writing a song in 1 day challenge.
Katie, stop obsessing over that. But in reality, welcome back to Fools Are Us, the most epic podcast. Oh yeah.
Are us.
Booyah.
Yes.
It's been a while. Katie, you're already talking quieter than you were during the mic check that we had like 3 seconds ago.
God. This is not my fault. I don't like scream. Okay, I kind of feel like Callie right now because Callie's phone is stupid. No offense to Callie. I love you. I miss you.
How are we talking about Callie 43 seconds into the podcast? This is actually...
Shut up.
Oh my god.
No, but her sound on her phone is like awful. So whenever I FaceTime her, which I FaceTime her almost every other week because we're besties.
Oh my god.
This is funny. But her, like, every time she speaks, I cannot hear her, and then she has to scream, or not scream, but she just has to talk louder, and that's what it reminded me of. Am I talking loud enough now?
You can talk a little bit louder. Okay, the thing is, it's just funny because, so when you hear the word mic check, do you take that to mean, oh, I'm going to talk louder now during the mic check than I would normally talk? Because that's not the point of a mic check.
Well, you know, that's an L.
Oh my
Ladies and
god.
gentlemen.
Okay,
that
well...
is a period.
Oh my god. So here's a tip from yours truly, Quincy R, to everyone watching. If you're in a theater production and you ever need to do a mic check, make sure to speak at the volume that you would normally be speaking in during the show, so that you don't have this issue.
Helpful hint. One of my pet peeves is like during mic checks for shows, specifically at my former home, the Children's Theater. My pet peeve is when, like, specifically a musical, when they tell you to sing a song that you sing in the musical, but then you just sing something completely different. Like, I was in a production, and all the kids just started singing Hamilton. I'm like, I do not want to hear this. It's cringy. It's annoying. The mic check is for, like, to hear the sound of the song that's going to be in the show with your mic, not to hear you sing all 2.5 hours of Hamilton.
Oh my god.
Okay, that's like one of my pet peeves, and that's a tip if you don't want to piss me off.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, like, if you want to be professional, I would say yes. Probably during mic checks, it's best to say your lines. But if they don't necessarily specify that, and you're feeling like, ooh, I'm in a wacky mood, if they don't like specify that you need to be singing a line or saying a line, then I think you can just do whatever.
I mean, it's fine if you just like randomly talk if they ask you to talk, but singing like a completely different song, like Hamilton, or something cringy,
oh my god,
is stupid. No one wants to hear you sing.
That's so false.
That's why you only have one line in a song.
Oh my god.
Your solo.
Katie is such a Debbie Downer.
Sorry, I'm like really hyper right now. I was so tired like an hour ago, but I had an energy drink at 5:30 in the morning, and then I had my first coffee of the day at, when did the store open? 11 o'clock, and then I had my second coffee of the day at like 3 o'clock. So, we're living in large.
Wait, when did you wake up?
I woke up at 5.
And you had an energy drink when you woke up?
Yeah.
What?
Out of class. What?
Oh my god. Okay, I guess I don't know like anything about energy drinks because they're unhealthy and you should not drink them.
Well, okay, it's not, I wouldn't say it's an energy drink, like a Red Bull or like a Monster, but it gives me energy. It's one of my favorite drinks right now. It's called a yerba mate, and it's kind of like, if you know what kombucha is like fermented tea. It's kind of like that. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's just like, it has a lot of caffeine in it. But it's technically not an energy drink. I just call it that. So.
Okay. So, yeah, I'm going to make 2 really quick points. So, first point is, first of all, you say kombucha so much. I feel like I've heard you say that like at least 5,000 times. Second point
I love kombucha.
Second point is, yes. What?
Nothing.
Oh, yeah. Okay. My second point was, that, yes, you already pointed it out, but you call it an energy drink, and like, imagine that this had said right after you're like, well, it's not really an energy drink, because then I was gonna say, okay, future Quincy, who's editing this video, insert that scratchy disc noise right now. Beautiful, thank you. And then go back to the audio of when Katie said,
I had an energy drink at 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah, that was a joke, because you called it an energy drink, and then you said it's not an energy drink like 5 seconds later.
You're not good at jokes.
Okay,
let's
oh wait,
get
actually,
started.
post Quincy, can you add in that sound effect? Oh yeah, sure, pre Quincy.
Can you add like background music of flying solo? Thanks.
Oh my god, yeah, I'll make sure to do that. That'll be very funny. I'll just do it for like 10 seconds. Now, Quincy, can you add some soothing jazz music for the next few minutes while we have a nice, what are those called? Those nighttime talks where it's like they talk in whispers, and it's like, ooh, it's nighttime.
Really
it's
creepy.
mysterious. No, this is a thing.
No.
Oh, it's nighttime.
Let's
Mysterious
do
podcast.
ASMR, okay?
No. Okay, we're moving on. No. What the? That's so creepy. Okay, we're not doing ASMR. Get out of here. We don't even have mics, Katie. Oh, actually,
Mic in my AirPods, bitch.
speaking of, oh my god, swearing on the podcast, not okay. Tisk tisk. Although speaking of mics, actually, I am planning on getting a mic, which I've been wanting to do for a while. I am. It is very exciting. I mean, I feel like there's a few reasons I need it. First of all, I think it's just nice to have every time you need to record something, and I like record things a fair amount. For example, this podcast. For example, I do some multi-tracks that you may have seen on the channel, and I'm hoping to do a few more of those multi-tracks.
Not on his channel, not this channel, your YouTube channel.
Didn't I say my channel? That implies my YouTube channel.
No, you said this channel.
Did I really? Oh.
Yes.
Post Quincy, play that disc scratching noise, and then see what I said. For example, I do some multi tracks that you may have seen on the channel. Ha! I was right. I think I.
No, I was literally right.
Okay. We'll see you later. How have we talked about literally nothing in the last 7 minutes? Oh my god.
But it's been really interesting.
It has been really interesting.
So we haven't recorded a podcast in quite a while.
Yeah.
As in like 3 weeks, 4 weeks. No, like more than that, like a month.
Yeah, probably a month.
Because Quincy's busy, but we wrote like a whole list of topics we can talk about.
Oh yeah.
So let's kind of like go through that. So
wait, Katie. Sorry, wait. I need to interrupt though. The jazz music, I think it may have died off by now. I'm not sure. If it's still going, then great job, Post Quincy. If it's not, can we sort of talk in like those smooth, lower voices? You know, and like add some.
Talk in a smooth, lower voice if you want to hear my voice. Apparently, my mic doesn't work.
No. But you can still talk. Okay, Katie. Are you saying that like imagine you had to act out a part that was like that had to talk in this smooth lower voice, and it was super interesting. Like imagine that like there's blues music playing, and you're like in the 80s. I don't know what time period. I don't know time periods.
Okay, I really don't want to do this. You can go.
No, it's like imagine a crime show, right? Imagine a crime show, and you have to talk in one of those voices while they're playing that jazz music. And okay, let's move on. Sorry.
Guys, if you're watching up to this point,
if you're watching,
comment down below. Quincy is flying solo.
No. Do not do that. I mean, do not do that.
Whoever comments this will get $1 from me.
That's really sad. I really hope that you do not give someone $1 for comment. Ooh, wait, I will comment this. Do I get $1 if I comment?
No.
Dang it.
It's only viewers of Quincy. I mean, Fools Are Us.
Yeah. I'm a viewer of Fools Are Us. What are you talking about?
That isn't you. God.
What? I view Fools Are Us though.
Whatever. Okay. Moving on. So
oh my God. I better get that $1.
If you don't know what this next topic is, shame on you, Birch.
Oh my! You're literally swearing at the people watching this video. I mean, listening to this podcast. You should really not be swearing at like our 3 viewers. Okay.
I love you guys so much.
Yeah, thank you for supporting us and listening to the podcast.
Yeah, thanks for supporting us.
And
no one else listens to it.
You
thanks,
don't
James.
know that.
Thanks, Annie.
Oh
thanks,
my God.
Jen Schultz.
Okay, this is awkward. Anyway, I was going to say, if you listen to this podcast and you want to show your support, we love reading comments about what you thought about different parts of the podcast. If you have any comments,
And you
yeah.
can be a guest.
Yes. Also, yeah, we'll link the form in the description again if you would like to sign up to be a guest speaker on our podcast. Likely the next podcast we'll have a guest for. I'm thinking, right?
It's gonna be epic.
Oh yeah, dab dab dab. Ooh.
Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, Quincy, you rudely interrupted me. If you don't know what the next thing I'm gonna talk about is,
get a life.
I have no words. Anyway, this next topic is this very popular game that, like, got freaking so popular, like, in the last month. Everyone's playing it, even AOC, if you know who she is.
Can I make the big reveal, Katie?
I was gonna describe it a little more, but if you want.
Okay. And the game is, drumroll please, Quincy, add in those sound effects. Fortnite.
I hate you.
Okay, keep going.
We're talking about the game Among Us. If you don't know what that is, it's kind of like, I feel like we talked about this before in the podcast.
We did.
But it's kind of like Werewolf, kind of like, what is that game? I don't know what I'm thinking about. It's kind of like Werewolf, Mafia. That's not what I was thinking about. There's a different game.
Spyfall?
Not Spyfall.
Avalon?
Nothing like Spyfall.
Avalon?
It's nothing like Avalon. I'm just gonna not talk about this anymore. It's a really fun game. You know, it's really weird because it was created, I think, like 2018 or 17, and they had like no players, and like all of a sudden everyone started playing it like 2 months ago, and it got like or like 2 or 3 months ago, it got extremely popular. Everyone's playing it now, like I said. But Quincy really enjoys this game, right, Quincy?
I do enjoy it.
And I enjoy it occasionally.
What? You enjoy it? I don't know what you're talking about. You definitely enjoy it.
I mean, I enjoy it, like, usually when I play with Quincy a lot.
Oh, yeah.
I think, like, every time I play, it's usually with you.
Oh, yeah. Same. Actually, not same.
I like the first couple of games, because they're exciting, because it's a new group, or, like, I haven't played in a while, and it's fun. But after, like, 4 or 5 games, I just get, like, sick of the game, and I kind of just zone out.
That's fair.
But, like, it's still a good game. I mean, props to the creators of it. Anyway, Quincy and I have participated in 2 tournaments.
Oh, yes. Comment down below. No one's going to actually comment this, but at least think in your head if you don't comment. Is it pronounced tournament or tournament? Which one? There is a correct answer. Katie's opinion is incorrect because she pronounced it.
I pronounce them both.
Yeah, that's incorrect. The only correct answer is to say it is pronounced tournament. You're not touring a nament. You are.
Okay, moving on. Basically, we have been in 2 tournaments together of Among Us. The first one was with a bunch of people I did not know, who go to Gun. I think they go to Gun, yeah.
Yeah, they do. They did.
And we also played with Raymundo, a.k.a. the Mexican Flash, and Joey Best, a.k.a. Racist Man. Just kidding.
No, what? Literally, joke. Uncle... What's his name? Uncle Ian.
Uncle Ian. Racist Uncle Ian.
That's from Alvin and the Chipmunks, right? That's an Alvin and the Chipmunks reference?
Yes.
Okay.
Because Joey and I love the same things, like Alvin and the Chipmunks.
And Quincy Rosenzweig. Oh, yeah, Dab.
I hate you. Anyway.
Wow, you guys don't love me. I'm offended.
So we played that one first, and it was really fun because it was our first tournament, or my first tournament. He did another one, but before. but it was fun because basically we just play a bunch of rounds of Among Us, and you get points based on like the end result of the game. Like I think we played like you get 4 points if you win as an imposter, which is pretty hard to play to win as an imposter.
It's not
Some
that
people do
hard.
it.
It's not that
I
hard.
mean,
I do it
it's
like
not
every
that
time.
hard.
So
I hate you.
I just speak the truth. That's all I speak. That's the only language.
Speak for the trees.
You speak for the trees. Well, the trees are stupid, which is probably why your information's incorrect.
I was quoting the Lorax,
Well,
but you do you, bitch. Birch.
oh my, literally, you've literally.
I'm sorry. Can
no,
you bleep out
absolutely
my,
not.
Bleep out my bad words.
No.
Why?
Because.
What if little kids are watching this?
Then that's an L for them. I select in the YouTube settings, not made for, or like not for kids. You know, that's a selection, right?
Oh.
So.
Okay, then that's fine.
No, not like the thing where it's like, oh, over 18, like under 18 can't watch. Like the thing, there's like a selection for the algorithm now, where you have to either select that it's like yes, made only for kids, or it's like no, not made only for kids. And then like there's a ton of restrictions on the ones that are made only for kids. So I just like not.
Kids have probably heard this word before from their parents.
Yes, birch tree.
Okay, anyway, as I was saying, so we played the first one and it was fun. Quincy won. He got $10.
Oh yeah.
I completely lost because I think we played like 10 games and I got the imposter like 6 times. It was horrible.
It was hilarious.
We started out with only one imposter, so I was the imposter twice in a row, just as one imposter, and it's very hard to play like that.
For you. No, I'm just kidding. I also failed. I think I got it twice when we were.
I'm really bad at the imposter.
No, you're fine.
Really bad, but I don't have good alibis, so I'm not good at lying. Apparently.
Katie,
Katie,
you'll be fine in Among Us as imposter as long as you make sure to fake the common tasks, and then also do like okay. Sorry, I just want to quickly bring up last time we played, which was a few days ago. It was so funny. She did download, and then she went into admin. I wasn't there, but someone else was there. She went into admin, and she didn't do upload. So then they called the meeting, and they were like, Katie, why didn't you do upload? And we were like, ooh, that's sort of sus. And I don't remember what you said. And then, literally, right after that meeting, because we didn't vote you off, then you went back into admin, you skipped your upload task, and you skipped the card swipe task. So then I was like, Katie. So then I called the meeting and we voted you off. It was very funny and very sad. But if you fake those tasks, then you're chilling.
Yeah, see, I didn't know what the common tasks were because I'm not obsessed with Among Us.
Okay. Well,
that shows my priorities.
The common tasks are the way a common task works is either everyone has it or nobody has it. The common tasks are, see, this is about to be me being a little bit too much into Among Us. Wires, anything in the admin room. Yeah, anything in the admin room on any of the maps. Those are all common tasks, except for a download if it's in the admin room. But the upload, I believe upload is a common task, as is card swipe, board something scan or whatever. The one in Mira.
Medbay scan?
No. That is definitely not a common task. Board pass scan or something like that. What are the other ones? And wires. That's it, I think. Oh, and keys. So if one person does it, then you have it too. And you can also see your fake tasks in the top left, and the first two, or whatever the first few listed are, those are your common tasks. So yeah.
Okay.
You're welcome. Now you'll win next time we play.
If I play again. And then we played a second tournament with Sunfeeder people. That one I did somewhat better at because I think I got 4th place.
Yeah, you did. You did well.
I got 4th place, which pretty good, I would say. Quincy won again, but he tied with someone.
I did.
Kane Summon. I love Summon.
Someone's big.
That was also fun. So if you've never played Among Us before, you should play. And if you have, you should play with us.
Oh yeah.
Except for if you're a random, like, 50-year-old man, just, like, watching random YouTube videos, then please don't do that.
Guess what?
Thanks.
That is bad. You just were sexist because you
Fine,
implied.
50-year-old woman or man.
There we go. There we go. Much better. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say, oh yeah, about the. I did feel a little bit bad. I did want to say about the first tournament that we participated in because like half the people no, more than half the people were playing were like theater people, and we sort of took over and then made like the whole vibe super strange. And like we're like memeing around. So I apologize to Brandon, the organizer.
I like Brandon. He was cool.
Yeah, Brandon's chill. But I'm sorry, Brandon, for making that tournament so weird. The one before that, TBH, was so like the gameplay, like the level of gameplay was just much higher.
Maybe it's just because the people there sucked, like me.
Yeah. Also, notice that after the first, oh, that's sorry, I did not mean yeah. I meant no. That's not true. You are epic. But. Yeah, after the first one, he held one the next week, and then after that one, which was like more than a month ago, he has not hosted one, which I find very funny. So, whoopsies.
Moving on from Among Us, because Quincy could probably talk like 4 hours about this, and
What
I hate Among Us.
No, hold on. To clarify, I like was obsessed with Among. I wasn't even really obsessed with Among Us, but I like really liked it. And I still think it's cool, but I also agree that like it's definitely overplayable, and yeah, I just like I still really like it, but I don't want to overplay it, and I also get bored after a while of playing it. Only if the games have the same like feel to them. Like if the games vary a lot, then I won't get bored. But if they're like the same thing over and over, and we always have the same type of discussions at the emergency meetings or whatever, then yeah,
exactly.
I think it gets pretty repetitive. But also I think the reason. Yeah, fine. Last thing. Also, I just want to say the reason I like it so much is just because I feel like there's not really a game that is super like it. I just think it's very, very different than any other type, like that type of game where someone's like, like one person is like secretly evil and nobody knows or whatever. Just like the way it's made, I think it's very different. So that is why I have a strong appeal for it. Anyway.
I agree with that. Moving on. What's next on the agenda?
The agenda. We have Katie's new epic job and shopping addiction.
Okay, I don't think I've talked about this on the podcast because I started my job a month ago. So basically, I started working at the store Urban Outfitters, which is like a trendy, like teenage young adult store. They sell mainly clothes, women's clothes, but they also sell guys' clothes. Okay. And they have like a really epic home section. Like they have really cool mugs and like record players and stuff.
Have you bought any mugs?
Like, what?
Have you bought any mugs from them?
I will get to that. Okay. So, it's at Stanford Mall. And I applied there because I've been looking for a job for a while. And usually I've never seen an Urban Outfitters like job listing on Indeed, which is like this job like posting site. And so like when I saw it, I was like, I'm definitely applying there because it's cool and it's expensive. And if I work there, I could get a discount. So I applied. I got an interview, which I was surprised about because I did not think I was going to get hired, or even for an interview. And it was really chill. My manager, Luke, he's so awesome. And I just remember the interview was so chill and epic.
Aww.
And then the next week, I got a call saying they'd like to offer me a position, and I was in shock because I did not think I was going to get the job.
Anaphylactic
shock. They've been hiring recently like so many people. They hired like 5 people with me at the same time, and they recently hired 3 new people, and 2 people are in orientation today. kind of detail, especially at like big chain stores like Urban Outfitters. But I've been working for a month, and it's so far been really good. I work with like 36 people, which is so many. And I probably haven't met all my coworkers yet, but it's been really awesome. I'm very intimidated, um, less now, but all my coworkers, I was hired with like 5 people, and they were all my age, like 18-year-olds, freshmen in college.
Yeah.
But everyone else is like a couple years older than me, like early 20s.
Ooh.
But they're all so cool. Like they all have cool piercings, and like at least half of them have their hair dyed, which I'm happy my hair's dyed.
Yeah, yours is
like
too.
But they all have really epic tattoos, and
Oh my
if
god.
you don't know, my parents are so against tattoos that I'm scared to even attempt to get one because they would literally never talk to me again. Like they're super chill about everything except for tattoos, which is besides the point. But they're like all the employees are so cool, and it's like such a nice, chill environment. Like finally, my 4th week working, I've like found my groove in things, and like
Hey.
things are like my routine, which is good because it feels less scary. Because I know what to do and I know where things are and stuff. Last week I started the register, which I think is my favorite job because like you get to talk with customers, and it's a lot of like organizing at the register too, which I like.
Yeah.
And I also like walking around and like fixing things.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's been really epic.
Aw.
I'm sad that I'll have to quit my job in January if I go to New York. But there is an Urban Outfitters on the first floor of my dorm building.
Whoa.
So I could always transfer there.
That would be super cool.
Or like apply there maybe in a year. Because it'd probably be easier for me to get a job if I already worked at Urban.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So, a little adding on to it. This has fueled my shopping addiction really badly. Like, I like fashion and I like clothes. I was reading my 2nd grade yearbook, and there was this page like about me, and I wrote that I want to be a fashion designer when I grew up. In horrible handwriting.
Whoa.
I do not want to be a fashion designer, but I appreciate the art of fashion. So working here has made me. I have a list of at least 3 things I want to buy in the future, which is kind of bad. And if you don't know, Urban is freaking expensive. Like their jeans are like $80, their shirts are like $50. It's insane.
Oh my god.
They have like pretty good quality. Also, it's fast fashion, but I'm not gonna talk about that. But I get a pretty good discount. I get 40%, which is really epic.
Nice.
And so I have not bought. Okay, in the month I've worked here, I've bought 1, 2, 6.
It's bad. It's bad, guys. It's
That
bad.
is not that bad.
Didn't you? Okay, all I remember is that like the first day that you went to work, or one of the first days, you were like, haha, I just spent $300 on...
Oh, yeah, no, because I was gonna do the purchase that I did, and then I canceled it. Because the problem with I have a shopping addiction, but every single time I like buy something, I always get buyer's remorse, and I always regret it.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird. I can easily spend so much money, but at the same time, I like freak about spending my money and saving it and stuff, especially since hopefully I'm moving to New York next year.
Yeah.
Next semester. And New York is freaking expensive, so I need to save up for like if I want to spend money there.
Yeah, like on a croissant.
Especially if I don't decide to do a job next semester.
Katie, I have something important to say. If we continue this podcast long enough that we can actually do this in person, I look for... Sorry, I'm changing the topic a little bit, but we'll get back to it in a second. I just wanted to say, if we do this in person, like, if we get to, like, if we're, like, yeah, you know what I mean. If we get to that point and we're still doing it, and then we're, like, able to meet in person and record, I will be so happy, because you don't know how many jokes you're missing, from me because it's like I think that like the audio, it's hard for you to hear me like if I'm talking at the same time you're talking, which is not true in real life at all. So you're missing a whole lot of epic jokes that I make, and it makes me sad because then you don't laugh, and then I'm like, oh, yeah. Anyway,
Well, that's just an L for you, Birch.
we'll have a Birch 2.0.
Anyway, as I was saying, urban is freaking expensive. And I've bought 6 things
Not bad.
already, which I think if we're totaling it, I spent like $150, no, $130 on 6 items at Urban.
Oh,
Which
what?
I mean, if you buy like 2 things, it will be like $150. So my discount, pretty snazzy. And now I just have too many clothes. So that's
Wait,
no.
okay, so wait,
Let's
but
stop talking about this.
sorry. I'm gonna point out some flaws in your logic. So you just said if you buy 2 things, it costs 150, and you bought 6 things for
Well,
100.
I mean, I'm just saying it depends on the items you get. Like, a lot of people who come in, they usually buy like 2 or 3 things, and it always comes out to like $150 or like
Oh, gotcha.
$150 to $200.
Okay, fair enough.
Because they'll usually buy like an $80 pair of jeans or like a $70 sweater. But
Or
all
more
the
like
stuff
jeans.
I've bought is reasonably priced, or not. It's not reasonably priced, but it's not that expensive to begin with, and then I get 40% off.
Yeah,
So,
for sure. Just imagine, what if you worked at Target and you had 40% off?
I would not want to work at Target. One of my coworkers actually worked at Target before, and he said it was horrible. Just because Urban is a big chain, but Target is just like that's like crazy retail, like Walmart, Target, like Forever 21.
Sure.
That's like crazy retail. At Urban, it's like not that bad, especially with COVID. Still,
Okay.
people come to shop, which like shopping is one thing. Like I've been to a mall like once during the pandemic, but all these like teenage girls and their friends like casually coming to shop, like we're not in the middle of a pandemic,
Yeah.
which honestly is really bizarre to me. Because I've seen like groups of the same people come in the last like month I've worked there. It's like, why? You have nothing else to do, so it makes sense because
You just said hold on. You just said it makes sense, but now I'm gonna play that the rewind noise and to 5 seconds ago when you said it doesn't make sense.
I contradict myself a lot. Okay.
Okay, whatever.
It makes sense for crazy people, as in Palo Alto rich teenagers who have nothing else to do, so they spend their daddy's paycheck on like
Sexist.
$200. Okay, I'm making a like.
Sexist.
Their daddy or their parents'
There we
paycheck,
go.
but I just said daddy because like there's like the trope that like the teenage girl spends her like daddy's money,
which is sexist.
Everything. Okay, if we're making this point, everything in society could be considered sexist.
I know, but the whole point is that we try not to use those things from society.
But it's like a common phrase.
I'm just being difficult. You're fine.
Phrase, I would say parents' paycheck.
Yes.
That's like a specific thing
that
I was referencing because I am a pop culture queen.
Okay.
Now back to the podcast.
Okay. Yeah, you're fine. I was just being annoying. I mean, maybe like technically is, but you're fine.
Do you want to start a podcast, James or Annie? And let's kick Quincy out.
Oh my God. You're actually okay. Anyway, moving on. Do we want to talk about the next thing on the list? That's an update from Katie's epic shopper life.
There's a lot of stuff about me in this podcast today. That's all right. Guess that's cool. So next I'm going to talk about. We're going to talk about our school years. I'm going to start with my college freshman experience. So I have about 3 more weeks of classes.
Wow.
3 or 4. Which equals out to like 3 or 4 more weeks of classes, which equals out to 3 or 4 classes per each class because I only have like one class a week for each
Dang.
subject. So that's really nice. It's been I thought it was gonna be much harder on Zoom, but my professors have done a really good job catering to like the Zoom, especially since a lot of the people I've mentioned this before actually start in person. So I have 3 classes that are technically hybrid classes. So like once like every 3 or 4 weeks they'll go in person, but I'll zoom in on like a giant screen in the gym. Which I mean, it's been kind of hard to participate when they do like physical stuff or warm ups and stuff. But I still feel like I'm getting something out of it,
Yeah.
which is good. Probably not what is worth my New York City tuition, but I
Fine.
feel like I'm learning and growing.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited to go in person because a lot of the people in my classes, which are in my like ensemble that I'll be working with for like 4 years, they all seem really cool, and I'm very excited to get to know them better and in person.
Go Katie!
Because I feel lonely. But I'm currently signing up for classes. Oh, I think this is later in the list, but I'm just gonna merge this.
Sure.
I'm currently signing up for classes next semester, and I literally had a freak out, or like not a mental breakdown, but I was like freaking out last Thursday because in my University 101 class, which is I guess it's kind of like cases equivalent to self for incoming freshmen or first year freshmen. We had this whole my class is an hour and a half. We had a whole class all about schedules and like classes you have to take, and I have to take so many freaking credits,
Dang.
and it's kind of freaking me out because I really want to double major in film, or I could minor in film, which would be easier on my workload.
Wait, double major in
but
film, and then what's your other major?
If you don't know, my major is directing. I'm a BA directing major.
Oh yeah.
And if I double major, I would be a BA film and media studies major.
Wait, Katie,
which I really want to do.
You're gonna be a film major? Oh my god, or maybe minor. But you gotta teach me what you learn so I can make better YouTube videos. Oh my god.
But like the problem with that major is that there are classes I can take that are hands-on film, but a lot of it is just learning about film, which I mean I think is still helpful and what I want to do. But it's not like filmmaking. Well, there are filmmaking classes in the major,
You're
but
doing
it's not
great.
like centered around that.
Yeah, sure.
But I have to take so many freaking credits because in my program, I have like 3 required classes, I guess, each semester I have to take for my program credits. And then on top of that, since I'm a liberal arts major, I have to take like additional liberal arts credits outside of my program requirements. So I can take like mime. They don't have mime, but like.
Oh dang, that would be so epic! Oh my god.
If they did have mime, I would definitely do it, but they don't.
Would you
like
do it for the?
Combat
Wait. Would you take mime class for the mime? Like it's like because for the meme, but then for the mime because they're like similar.
No, I would take mime because I like mime.
Stop ruining my jokes!
Not everything is about the memes.
It's not actually about the meme. It's about the joke that I made and appreciating my joke.
And it was a bad meme joke.
Oh my god.
Okay, moving on. Yeah. So I have to take so many freaking credits, liberal arts, my program, and then I have to take general ed, which next year I'll tell you my schedule because that's so fun. I have to take intro to computing. Wait, no, I'm not taking intro to computing. I'm taking advanced computing. Or maybe I'm not. I don't know. But it's basically the first like 2 months is just learning how to use Excel and Word, which is so easy. And then they suddenly jump to learning how to do Python, which I think is really weird. Like the jump to Python. But That's interesting. And
I'm
then I'm
excited for that.
taking. I only have to take one semester of math, and I am very happy about it
Oh my
because
god.
math is my least favorite subject. I
What?
just never clicked with it. I'm shut up. I'm just really bad at math. I've never clicked with it. It doesn't. It just doesn't work in my brain. Like English, history, like learning facts that sticks in my brain. Just math and like equations. I just
Oh my god.
never understood that shit stuff.
Katie,
So
we're opposites in like, or at least like in the, I guess, because most of my, I guess, like, quote unquote education has come from the STEM field. So
yeah,
like at least like the classes I'm taking right now, the most interesting besides theater and English, which I guess are humanities. Also, A push is okay. This is a bad example. A push is also interesting, but like
oh,
most of the classes, I feel like I'm more of a STEM kid. I'm also an artsy kid because I do theater and like I find A push actually interesting. Although this is the only history class that I've actually found interesting. Um, but like 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 hearing you talk about math as your least favorite topic, I'm over here being like, because math is probably my favorite subject. Um, Partially because it clicks with me, but also I just find it really interesting. So like, and I also like, I'm absolutely loving physics this year. Super cool. And also like I've taken a fair amount of programming classes. So you should let me know how your programming class goes because I'd love to hear about it when it happens.
yeah, for sure. I'm sure it'll be fine. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm more excited about that than math
let's
because I
go.
actually absolutely hate math.
Oh my
But
god.
I have to take math and I have to take critical writing, which I mean, I'm meh about. I like English, but like,
Yeah,
it's okay.
I think
And
most
then
people think that about
I'm.
English. Ooh, roasted
This is
English.
the sad part about my schedule.
Mhm.
So currently, I'm taking movement one and stage management one, and
Okay.
so in my ensemble program, you can be a BA actor or a BA director. Like you audition to be specifically. So
Mhm.
all the actors are required to take movement two next semester. I am not because I'm a director. And like looking at my schedule, I really want to take both movement two and stage management two. Um, which stage management is also optional. But if I want a double major, like I have to get my general eds out of the way, so I can only pick one. And I'm really sad about that because, like, I hated the idea of movement because I'm not a movement person. But it's probably been one of my favorite classes. Like my professor, he's like one of the best professors or like teachers I've
Really?
had. He's like really understanding, um, and he's really compassionate. And his class is just so much fun. And because like the problem I've had is that a lot of my or teachers I've had in the past really just don't show like their empathy or sympathy or like emotions, which makes sense because they're supposed to be your teacher. But like for a movement class, like it's just so nice because every time we have class, we get like 30 after we do our workout, we have like time where everyone can just like debrief about how their week has been, how they're doing, which has been like one of my favorite parts of the week because
Aw.
like with all my other classes, it feels like it's busy, busy, busy. But with that
Yeah.
one, like you take time to like just breathe and like talk about things. Like
Yeah.
this week, we like all spent like 30 minutes basically crying. Okay, this is not good. We were on the verge of tears. We were all talking about the election
Oh my
and the
god.
recent judicial court nomination.
Oh my
Because
god. This is horrible. You're talking in a classroom setting about politics. What
well,
the?
no, we weren't talking about specifically like I hate Donald Trump stuff like that. It was this one girl. She was just saying how she's really scared for the election, no matter how it turns out. Because in the 2016 election, um, she was in a very this is actually this does matter. She's African American, and she went to a mainly white school, and in I think she lives in Maryland. And when the election happened,
Yeah.
like she experienced so much racism and
Really?
like stuff from all these Trump supporters.
Wow.
Like you should go back to your country and stuff like that. And there's vandalism on her locker, and like it was horrible. Like,
Yikes.
everyone at that school felt that. And so she was just very, like, you could tell she was emotionally scarred by that. And so she was just talking about how she is really wondering how our school is going to handle that. Because either way, it's going to be a train wreck. Obviously, one way, personally, will be better than the other. But it's just, it wasn't specifically like, I'm a Democrat, I hate Trump. It was just like,
Yeah.
it's scary either way, no
Of course.
matter what way you're putting it.
Yeah.
And personally, I'm not going to get too political, but honestly, I am very terrified to be an American citizen right now, just because it goes beyond, like, Biden or Trump. It goes to, like, the whole divide of our country.
Yeah.
Of course, I don't hate Trump, but I
You
hate
don't?
what he represents.
Wait, you don't hate
Okay,
Trump?
I do hate Trump, okay? I don't hate him to extreme, everyone else says.
Wait, hold on, Katie. I wanna do that one more time, that wiki, the record scratch where you just said, I do not hate Trump, followed by 5 seconds later you say, I do hate Trump.
Okay, I don't hate, okay.
To the same degree.
I hate what Trump represents and who he is as a leader. I will never...
You don't hate him as a person?
When he got COVID, everyone... Okay, no, I'm not saying that. When he got COVID, everyone was like, I hope he dies. I don't wish death on anyone. Like, that is just, like, my morals and my principles. I will not wish death on anyone.
Yeah.
Including this person who, his administration in Brazil has led to the death of more than 200,000 American people because of COVID. But I still don't wish death on anyone. But I'm just very, especially if you don't know, the nominee for the Supreme Court got approved.
Yes.
And it's very scary for people of color, women, and LGBTQ, because I'm not going to say her name. She doesn't deserve
Amy Comey Barrett. Am I mispronouncing or butchering this?
Amy Comey Barrett, yeah.
Okay.
Comey or something Barrett. But she, especially for the American people, she is against her and Trump's full campaign wants to get rid of the Health Care Act that Obama administrated. And if they get rid of it, like, millions of Americans are going to lose their health care, and Trump doesn't have a supportive, like, plan to like, replace it, which is very scary. And she is very against she is 100% against abortion, and this could mean like horrible things for people who take birth control under their health care and stuff like that.
Scary time.
And then LGBTQ and stuff like that. But that's what I'm going to say. It's just a very scary time to be a person right now. And that's what we were saying. And I thought I was the only person that thought that, well, I knew I wasn't the only person, but, like, who had the fears of this. But it was just so nice to hear everyone say that. Yeah. And that's all about my college, because I've talked for so long, so you talk.
Okay. Yes, I would say, if you don't know, like, about, Amy not Comey, I'm stupid, Amy Coney Barrett, I think that's how it's pronounced, or maybe it's Cooney, I don't know, I don't freaking know is that her middle name? I don't know, bro. Okay, anyway, what?
Sorry, I have, like, a freaking, like, really bad cramp in my leg right now.
I was about to say, what is hurting? Like, my speech, is that hurting? But I was gonna say, yeah, I think both Katie and I would, like, recommend that it's good to educate yourself a little bit about the political goings on, in the world. But, like, yeah, I think it's good that we're not talking about politics because, yes. Anyway, moving on. Well, since you talked about your college experience a little bit, I'll talk about junior year just very quickly. I mean, I've talked about junior year in the past, but I'll give you guys a few updates. Laramie Project is picking up speed. We're going to have our first performance in I think a little under a week. Wait, no, a little over like a week and is it 9 days now? I think it might be 9 days. Wait, I can't.
Wait, I thought you were opening next Friday.
Yeah, next Friday. Not this Friday, but next Friday. That's 9 days.
Oh my god, I keep thinking today's Thursday.
Nope. Cool. So yeah, very exciting. The work for it has definitely amped up. We're meeting from 10 to 6, 8 hours, both Saturday and Sunday. So that's going to be so fun. But yeah, it's going all right. I have been a little bit behind on APC. For those of you that don't know what that is, that's physics. So the night before the unit test, Mr. James Chen and I, who we mention far too much on this podcast, almost always it's Katie who mentions James.
Yeah, because we love James. We stand James Chen. James Chen is my favorite person.
I don't know why you're speaking for me right now. Speak for yourself, por favor. But anyway,
no, James Chen is my favorite person.
Okay.
Me.
Okay, good to know. But you also said we support and love James Chen. We stand James Chen.
I said me support.
No, you did. What? That's no. Literally, don't make me do the freaking rewind thing again, because I will. Don't threaten me. Oh my god. Okay. Anyway. So yes, James and I spent, I think, 4 hours doing a practice test. The night before for APC and going through very in detail all of the questions. It took 4 hours for us to answer about 20, I think it was 23 questions. I got a 13 out of 23 on that. I spent 2 more hours, or we spent a little bit of time reviewing, and then I spent another hour or so doing a free response type thing, because that was multiple choice. And then James and I both did pretty dang well on the test. So booyah, feeling good. Feeling good about junior year. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Feeling good about junior year. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And that's basically the junior year update. If you
get to college apps.
Oh yeah. If you are well, that's yeah. If you are currently not in thespian club or acapella club or green team club,
Join acapella.
You should join acapella and thespian club and frickin' hate green. No, I'm just kidding. Join green team club as well.
I was a part of all 3 of these clubs, but I support acapella club the most.
Oh
I
yeah.
founded acapella club.
I also support it the most because I co-founded it.
He's the president now.
Oh yeah.
You're not the co-founder, Birch.
Whatever, Birch 2.0. Yeah, for those of you that don't know,
sister was the co-founder, as in Callie, my best friend.
Okay, Katie. Callie was mentioned again. Great. Yeah, for those of you that don't know why we keep calling each other Birch, it's because her nickname for me sometimes is Birch, and I call her Birch 2.0.
Because I like swearing a lot, but Quincy doesn't. So
You what? Oh, you swear a lot. Yes, you do. Oh, speaking of swearing, actually, for my upcoming theater scene, I am playing. I think this is the first time. I am playing. Well, I think it's like the first time that I'm like really swearing. I would consider this like a good amount of swearing. I'm playing Pryor from Angels in America.
You're playing Pryor?
Yeah. Also, the first time I'm playing a gay man, which is very interesting as well. I am playing Pryor. It's gonna be fun.
Someone is Pryor.
Someone is Pryor?
Someone is Pryor in my heart.
Okay, well, I am playing the part of Pryor in my scene, so I don't need to be it in your heart, whatever you want. But yeah, it's very exciting. I was putting on some makeup, some lipstick for the first time. I don't think I've ever put on lipstick before, but I was doing it as we were rehearsing the scene earlier today, because like in the scene, Pryor puts on makeup, because he's a drag queen. So yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I don't remember this. Wait,
Well,
are we talking about the same?
Yes, we are.
No, he is. I was wrong.
Yeah, you're wrong. It's okay. But anyway, I was putting it on, and actually, funny story about that. So on the lipstick thing, it says Super Stay 24 color, which means it stays on your lips super strong for 24 hours. So after the scene, I like tried to wipe it off with a tissue, and it just did not come off at all. So I spent 5 to 10 minutes under the sink, violently rubbing my lips with a washcloth and soap, trying to get the lipstick off. I don't have makeup wipes.
I feel like Callie would have had makeup wipes in your house.
Maybe. We might have run out. Angie mentioned Callie again. Great. Anyway, I was like, so now my lips are extremely chapped because I like broke all the skin trying to get the lipstick off.
Wait,
So
that reminds me of that story you told me.
what story?
When you were like, you're in Boy Scouts or something, and like your lips like turned blue.
Yes, I went to a summer camp, and the elevation was so high there, that like no matter how much water I was drinking, my lips would get so chapped. And like even chapstick did not really do much. And by the end of the week, they were completely black, like literally completely black. When I smile, like I could not smile. It was hard to eat because they were so cracked and they kept cracking. Um, and when I like one time when I smiled for like a picture, like my lip started bleeding because like it cracked so much. It was really bad. It was insane.
I didn't know this was that bad. I was just making a joke about it. Oh my god.
Oh no. They were complete, like they literally turned black. It was insane.
That's horrible. I don't want to talk about it.
It's sort of a horror. It's like a horror story, sort of. Actually, speaking of a horror story, ooh, spooky ghost! It's that time of year, Katie Brown.
Halloween.
It's almost Halloween.
Do you have any plans for Halloween?
Not at the moment. No, I don't. I mean, I am obviously not going trick or treating. I actually haven't. I don't remember when the last time I think the last time I went trick or treating was 8th grade.
I went trick or treating last year, Birch.
Oh, nice. I don't think I did. I don't remember what I actually did last year. I remember 2 years ago I went to a friend's house and carved pumpkins, which was fun.
Weren't you at your house yesterday?
Yesterday I was at my house.
Halloween. We were all at your house.
Yeah. I don't remember what was I doing at my house? Just hanging out?
Callie had a party.
She did?
Callie!
I don't remember exactly.
Ray was there, and Emiliano, and Andddd, and me.
Oh yeah, it was just
Amane.
It was just a hangout. Right. It was just a fun Halloween hang.
Party.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, okay, I don't understand why you do this. Callie did not have a party. Callie and I had a party. Okay, if you're calling it a party.
Callie's the only one that matters to my heart. Just
then why are you podcasting? Oh my, I freaking swear.
Because Callie would not do a podcast with me,
so therefore you just choose the next in line, Rosenzweig, whatever. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. Quincy is awesome.
Tisk. I don't believe you anymore. It's too late. But for this year, I don't currently really have any Halloween plans. Hopefully I'll do something. I mean, we have rehearsal from 10 to 6 on Halloween, so it's like I'll just do something at night. Probably hang out on Discord if people are on.
Yes. Let's have a Halloween Discord party.
That would be super fun. I'll let you organize it, but I'm down.
I don't know what we would do, but
we could just play some fun games. I don't know, just like what we often do.
Okay, I'm gonna type in Discord right now.
No, how about we finish recording the podcast because we're almost done.
Yeah.
What about you though? I guess also probably not currently any Halloween plans.
Yeah, just kidding. I was supposed to work Halloween, but now I'm not.
Hey.
Because
epic.
I got my shift covered.
Nice.
Because I have not because of Halloween, because I have a voice recital
at
3 o'clock on Halloween. But hopefully we could do something fun on Discord. I'll put something in the chat later.
Yeah.
Just like hanging out, because like I want to do something, but also there's nothing to do.
There's always things to do, Katie. There's always things to do.
I mean, there's stuff to do, but like all my friends right now that are here, like that have cars, I don't want to bother them. But then the ones that don't have cars want to do stuff, but then we can't do anything because we don't have a car.
Yeah.
And I feel like, like especially, I don't know, and COVID and.
Yeah. I likely won't be hanging out in person just because of COVID, which is sad, but Yeah.
I wanted to see a drive-in movie with my dad, but he
Oh.
refuses to
Oh.
because he's mean.
I'm sorry. That does sound
No,
funny.
it's because he thinks drive-in movies are. Actually, no, he doesn't. He likes drive-in movies, but I don't know why he doesn't like. Oh, he's just meanie.
Lamau, that's an L for you. But since we're on the topic of Halloween, actually, this is something that I'm very proud of, and it's sort of a tradition of mine, and I don't know if I'm going to continue it this year. But that tradition is weird Halloween costumes. Ooh.
Oh my god, remember when Callie dressed up as the lamp?
I'm actually going to punt. Okay. So we're not talking about Callie. We're talking about me. And for those of you that don't know, if you don't, like, personally know me, or you haven't seen...
Callie is Quincy's sister.
Okay. I hate you. For those of you that don't know, if you have not ever seen me on Halloween, or if you're a random stranger that I do not personally know,
a 50-year-old woman or man.
Oh yeah, we know it. But yes, if you are one of those people, then you won't know that I have a tradition with Halloween costumes to be something pretty crazy and abstract every year. I'm gonna quickly go through all of my Halloween costumes from kindergarten, because I think I actually remember all of them, and I'm very proud of this. So they started out not super unique, but I would say starting 6th grade, they've been pretty unique. I'm just gonna go super quickly. Don't even worry. Kindergarten, I was a Scarlet Macaw, homemade costume made mostly by my mom because I was a kindergartner. 1st grade, I was my Club Penguin avatar, Peep Try. I don't know.
God, I have a picture of this.
Do you really? Oh my god.
Yeah,
I was.
Okay, never mind.
What? You took?
I took, like, a long time ago, Callie, I was a Callie.
If you swear, oh my, if you say Callie one more time, I'm actually going to.
I took a bunch of pictures of the pictures in your hallway.
Oh, so great.
I probably have that picture.
Great.
But I deleted them, so I don't have it anymore.
Okay. Well, yes, I was my Club Penguin avatar, which was super funny. I don't know why I named it Peep Try. 2nd grade, I was a clown. I even had one of those like plastic squirting flower things, although it didn't work very well. And it was also super funny because my teacher dressed up as a clown too, and we were like matching clowns, and it was super epic. 3rd grade, I was a leprechaun, which was super awesome. Although that costume was not homemade, and I was sad about that. I guess my clown costume wasn't really homemade either. But the kindergarten and 1st grade were. Anyway, 4th grade, I was Red Man. I wore a bunch of red clothing, and then we went to the Halloween store, and there was this, like, you know those face mask type, or it's like also a full body type thing, where it's like this fabric that you can see through. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, because I remember your costume.
Yeah, okay. Well, it's like imagine those people that just wear like a full body, like green sort of.
Well, insert a picture of it here.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, anyway, that's what the face mask looked like. And it was just centered around that, so I was just Red Man, and I just wore a bunch of red clothes with it and stuff, and accessories. 5th grade, I was a mad scientist. That was super awesome. 6th grade, I was an explosion. I created these super awesome artistic signs, like BAM, kapow, you know, like you see in the comic books, those type of things. And then I safety pinned those to a shirt, and then I gelled up my hair that day, and I spray painted it, or I didn't spray paint it. I don't know what it's called. Like hairsprayed it for like just one day to like a sort of blackish gray, so it looked like all ashen. And then I put a little bit of like, I don't even, it was like some sort of, maybe it was face paint or maybe it was makeup, just like to make my face look super ashy. So that was super fun. 7th grade, I was tie-dye. Literally the worst costume ever. I probably spent half an hour making it. I just wore a tie, and then I wrote the words "die" on it, and then I like dyed my hair for a day. 8th grade, I was a chair. I made like a huge, like all this different styrofoam, like material-esque costume, and it was super cool. And I was super proud of that costume because structurally it was very hard to make. And I was just a chair. 9th grade, I was world peace. I think this is honestly the costume that like looked the best overall, and it was super functional too.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Yeah, it was so awesome. Basically, I like bought a super big blue shirt, and then I painted the world I painted the earth on it like green, and then the shirt was just blue. Um, so then I painted on like the continents, and then I don't remember what else I did exactly, but then I tucked it into my pants, and I wore an undershirt, and then I wore this like really really big blue shirt that I painted over it, and I tucked it into my pants, and then I put a bunch of stuffing in the shirt, so then it made it look like a globe because it was like round. And then I like put on some face paint, and I like made a little peace sign hat, and I did some other stuff. And then last year, one of my most proud costumes, because constructurally pretty cool. I was a tissue box. So I took one of the tissue.
Oh my god, that was really cool.
Thank you, thank you. I took one of the tissue boxes in my house, and I looked at like the outside design of it, and then I got this big cardboard box because we own a bunch of like cardboard boxes just for like projects or whatever. So I got it, and then I cut out a place for like my body and my head to go through, and then I think, did I paint it? I don't remember what I did, but I somehow made the same design from the tissue box onto this huge box, and then I hung it on my shoulders, and then I cut out the bottom of that tissue box that I had been using as a model. So basically, it fit the shape of my head, and it went on my head, and I made a strap so that it connected to my head, and people could literally take tissues from like the top of my head because it was like an actual tissue box. So that was super cool. And sorry for ranting. And then, so the tradition for all my costumes is to make them the night before and stay up until like 3 or 4 a.m. working on the costume, because I take a while to make my costumes. So we'll see if I continue with the tradition. I don't know if I will. I don't know if it's really going to be worth it this year, since I'm going to be stuck at home. But we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, that's my Halloween costume. Sorry for the rant.
What are you going to be this year?
I don't know. I might not dress up. But if I do, I don't know. Generally, I decide the night before Halloween.
I decided I'm going to be a zombie.
Ooh. Very fun, very fun. I'm excited to see how
Actually, I have no idea what I'm going to be. Also, I might not dress up because I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah, same. I haven't decided yet. I hope you do, though. It sounds super awesome. Do you have any memorable costumes from the past, Katie?
Honestly, my Halloween costumes in the past have kind of sucked. Not gonna lie.
Oh no, what an L.
Stuff, but I've just been very generic things.
Sure.
I mean, I've always been jealous of the Rosen. I did not say your sister thing. The Rosenzweig clans. They're so creative. I like creating their costumes.
Oh, thank you.
But like, what was I last year? Last year, like the last 3 years, I've just done group costumes because I'm not creative enough to think of anything myself. Fine. So last year, I was Fear from Inside Out with Monet, Arya, Amelia, and Nikki.
That's fun.
Yeah. Which was fun. I don't like my costume, but it was okay. The year before, I was DW from Arthur with Sophia and Monet. That was pretty fun. The year before, I was Mike Wazowski.
Oh my god.
Monsters Inc.
That's so funny.
With Sophia and Monet. And freshman year, I think that in the day, I think I was 2 different things. I was like I think I might have been like a fairy princess because I was ironically dressing up as a fairy princess.
Nice.
And then, I don't remember what years, but like, one time, this is my most creative costume. I was a cat burglar.
Oh.
So I dressed up as a cat, and then I had like a money bag. My like candy bag for trick or treating was like one of those like cartoon like money bags with like the giant dollar sign on it, which is a pillowcase. And I got like a bandit mask, and that was my best costume. I will admit, best costume. And then I was like a vampire like 3 years in a row, so like different versions of a vampire.
Oh my
god!
So
I was generic vampire. I was vampire queen.
Oh.
Then I was like Dark Angel Vampire Slayer.
What
or something I don't remember.
Oh my god.
But that was 4th through 6th grade. So So I got
Nice,
over
nice.
that very quickly.
Sure.
Only took 3 years, but and then I was Hannah Montana 1 year,
Oh.
which I don't know. Do you know what Hannah Montana is?
Yeah, it's a TV show, right?
Okay, it's more than a TV show. It's a lifestyle.
Okay, well,
Um,
I have no idea other than it's some, like, generally kids watch TV show.
My most, like, costume that will stick in my brain, I think it was the year before I moved here, when I still lived in Colorado. I dressed up as a cheerleader, but, like, that's not being special, but I have this distinct memory of taking, like, photos with my little sister Sophie, who at the time, if I was 8, she was like 4. She dressed up as like a bumblebee, and I just make fun of her for that since, because she looks so funny, but also she looks so cute because she was 4. I will insert a picture of it here.
Epic. That is very cute.
I'll send it to you.
Okay, sounds good.
But that's it.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm gonna be this year.
Me neither.
I wanted to be. No one's gonna understand this, but if you know the director Quentin Tarantino, he directed a movie.
Yeah, he's my cousin.
Kill Bill, or like, I hate you. Okay. He directed, like, one of his most famous movies is Kill Bill, but there's a character in it named Go-Go, which is this, like, I only would do it because she's Asian, and I want to make that, I'm not gonna explain it, but she's, like, this, like, assassin, like, person.
Sure.
And she has, like, this giant, like, chain and ball.
Whoa.
So I will insert a picture of her here. I need to make a list of pictures I'm sending you. So Kill Bill and me as a cheerleader. Okay. But I also, since I have blue hair right now, I really want to be Jade from Victorious, because she had blue hair at, like, some point in the run of the show. But I decided against it, because no one's going to get who I am, so.
Nice. Well, I'm sure it'll be epic no matter what.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, and with that, I mean, we had a few other things that we could talk about, but I feel like this is a good wrapping up point, question mark? Why is my voice going like this?
Too.
Okay, yeah.
I feel like we have nothing substantial to talk about except for Quincy's sisters, because I'm not going to say her name, Scavenger Hunt, and brothers.
My God.
But we don't have to talk about that.
Yeah, we can save that for a later date, for a rainy day, we can say. Well, with that, Katie and I wish you a very happy Halloween, and
Merry Christmas.
A Merry Christmas as well, and we hope that you guys have a nice night, Halloween. Hopefully no ghosts come to haunt you. That would be very scary. But yeah, have an awesome day, everyone listening, and we'll see you next time, likely with some guests, perhaps.
Like Callie, I said it.
Oh
Bye.
My God, I actually swear. Okay, bye guys. See you next time.
Bye.
Kablooey.
That was awesome. That was a good podcast recording.
That was a freaking good podcast recording. I agree.
And Callie.